أهلا بكم مشاهدي ايتك عبر قناة الحرة. كل عام وأنتم بألف خير، ميلاد مجيد وعام سعيد. نحن معكم اليوم في حلقة خاصة بالأعياد من مدينة نيويورك، من هذا المعرض المتخصص بهدايا الأعياد في عالم التكنولوجيا والإلكترونيات. مجموعة من التقارير واللقاءات بانتظاركم، ربما اقتراحات لكم لهداياكم في الأعياد. قبل أن نبدأ كالعادة نتواصل دائما عبر بريدنا الإلكتروني iTech@الحرة.com. يمكن مشاهدة هذه الحلقة وحلقات أخرى من ايتك في أي وقت على صفحة الخاصة لقناة الحرة على موقع يوتيوب، والعنوان هو youtube.com/الحرة. آخر أخبار التقنيات والبرنامج تابعوها دائما من خلال فيسبوك وتويتر على ايتك شو. قبل الدخول إلى قاعات المعرض، ماذا سنشاهد معنا اليوم في موسم الأعياد من نيويورك؟
أحدث كاميرات التصوير، كيف تلعب كينكت في الغرف الصغيرة، أفكار مبتكرة في عالم الإضاءة، أبليكيشن وروبوتس في لعبة، جديد سامسونج في الأعياد.
في موسم الأعياد تكثر الهدايا في مجال كاميرات التصوير، وهنا في نيويورك التقينا بنايكون، عرضت العديد من كاميراتها لهذا الموسم. سنتعرف على أحدث 3 كاميرات من نايكون.
We recently introduced a series of Coolpix cameras, the latest in our Coolpix line, and 2 of those cameras are rather special, especially for us. For the first is what's called an AW100. This is a brand new camera for people who enjoy an active lifestyle. It is a fully armored camera. It's shock-proof to less than 5 feet. It's waterproof to 33 feet below the surface. It comes in a couple of different colors, 16 megapixel 5x zoom lens. It also has a built-in GPS, so that it will actually allow you, as you're traveling around the world, you can actually record where you are on the planet, and it will remember that data, of course, in the image files. It actually features on the back of it, it actually has a world map that will actually allow you to place yourself in the world. You just simply press this button on the side, and it will place you on the map in the world and show you points of interest as you're traveling along. It also has an e-compass. So if you're out and you're trekking around in the mountains or wherever, you can actually use this for some amount of guidance. The price on the AW100 is $379.95. This is a really unique camera. This is our 3rd generation of what we call the PJ camera. It's called the S1200 PJ. And the unique part about this camera is that not only is this a great 14 megapixel camera with a 5x zoom lens in it, but it also actually has a projector built into the camera itself. So after you've taken a photograph, you can actually take this camera, and where you would normally share photographs like this by passing a camera around in social situations, this one actually allows you to play back images on any surface that you might encounter. So this is kind of like the ultimate in sharing. So the ability to actually use a built-in projector to share your images as well as movies is the great feature about the S1200 PJ. The other thing that's really cool about this, and the first time, we've actually included with the purchase of this camera a special cable that will allow you to plug this into any iOS device. So you can plug this into your iPhone, into your iPad, even into your computer using the USB port, so you can project whatever's on your iOS device straight through the camera onto the wall as well. So this will sell for $429. This is the D5100. This one we introduced recently. It's the latest in our DSLR line. This is a 16 megapixel camera. It comes with a standard 18 to 55 millimeter kit lens for $899. This is an awesome camera, especially if you like shooting high quality, very, very high resolution still images, but also has full HD capability. So you can shoot 1080p movies with this camera. And one of the best features about this is the fact that it also has a swivel screen on it. So you can turn this around in case you want to shoot from a high angle or from a low angle. Really comes in handy when you're shooting movies. So a camera like this is great for somebody who is just getting interested in photography, someone who wants the combination of a high-quality stills camera with a video camera, all built into the same chassis. We also introduced at the same time a new microphone. This is our first microphone, actually, called the ME1. And this is actually a microphone designed for our digital SLR cameras. Works perfectly on the D5100, plugs right into the accessory shoe on the side. It has a built-in low-cut filter in case you encounter wind, and will help get you the best sound without interfering with the autofocus noise that can sometimes come from the camera. $899 with the kit lens. NikonUSA.com. That's where you can find all kinds of information and lots of examples of both movies and photographs from these cameras as well.
كينكت من اكس بوكس 360 هي اللعب دون جهاز تحكم ولكن عن مسافة بعيدة عن الشاشة. زوم من نايكو قرب المسافة. لنتعرف كيف.
Nyko is featuring our Zoom for Kinect. It is a set of 3 optical lenses attached over the Xbox Kinect sensor and allows you to play up to 40% closer than you would without it. It requires no batteries, no wires, and it's a simple clip-on attachment. It goes over the Kinect, just like so, and as opposed to having to stand 6 to 8 feet away, you're able to stand now 4 to 6 feet away for single to multiplayer gaming. So really ideal for people who live in smaller apartments or dormitories. Now they're able to enjoy all the great software of Kinect without having to move furniture around or having to have all the excess space that a lot of people don't have. There are 3 lenses that essentially are a little almost fisheye, so it make you appear closer than you really are. Kind of like when you look in through the binoculars, things seem, you know, a little closer. Well, what's nice with that, this utilizes all the same features of Kinect. Every feature that uses with the Kinect still works with the Zoom. So you use your hand controls, voice controls, or you can also use a standard controller if that's what you're more comfortable with. Just jump to start. And you can actually scooch a little bit more closer if you want, just a tiny bit. So you can see you're playing about 3, 4 feet away, when before you'd have to be almost 6 feet away. So really great, I mean, and this works for your living room. This works for most anyone's living room setup right now. We have some of our 3DS accessories this holiday season. We have 2 new battery solutions for the 3DS, including our power grip, which extends the battery life by 3 times. It just clips onto the back of the Nintendo 3DS and works with the conjunction with the existing battery. And then we also have our Game Boost. And our Game Boost is like a little emergency power attachment. It adds about 90 extra minutes of battery power. So if you're in the airport or you're traveling in the car ride, you don't have a power plug nearby, but you're on that last boss or last level, you're just not quite ready to quit playing your game, you get an extra emergency time through the Game Boost. The Game Boost is coming out this holiday season for $12.99, and the Power Grip will be out this holiday season for $29.99. Go to Nyko.com, NYKO.com. You can also find us on Twitter on @NykoTech, TECH, and also on Facebook, facebook.com/NykoTech.
مجموعة منوعة من منتجات فيليبس عرضت هنا في نيويورك. من الممكن أن تكون أفكار لهداياكم في الأعياد، لنتعرف عليها معا.
We've got a variety of new products today from Philips. I'll start off with the new Philips Sonicare Air Floss. It's a new product we've just come out with. Similar to our Sonicare toothbrushes, this is used for flossing. It uses air. You put a little bit of water in here, short burst, and it cleans in between each of your teeth. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute to do your whole mouth, and it works just as good or better than floss. We're finding a lot of people say they're flossing, but they're not. We're hoping this is going to help and improve their oral health care. Next up, we've got a couple of new docking stations. Traditionally, docking stations today have been used for iPods. Nothing wrong with that, but a lot of people are using Android phones. We've come up with a series of new docking stations specifically designed for Android phones. They have an app that is automatically downloaded to your phone. It helps you negotiate. There's an equalizer on there, volume, a variety of different things. Bluetooth enabled, so you can actually have the device in your pocket while you're walking around the house. The music still plays. And they're retailing for anywhere from between $150 to $100. We also have something fun and new for your children. It's a night light. What's interesting about this is if you've got little ones, in the middle of the night, they're waking up, they've got to go to the bathroom, they can actually take it with them. So you see they're turned off, it's motion censored, but this is a brand new device used for children. It gives them a little bit of versatility and allows you to take it with them as they go. These are candle LEDs. What's fun and interesting about these is they look just like a normal candle, but as you can see, it's an LED light in there. Turns on, turns off. Lasts for about 8 hours, fully rechargeable. We also have similar ones. These are used for outdoor or indoor, fully waterproof. Turn them over, they change color. Also last for about 8 hours. And finally, we've got a whole new line of LED bulbs. There's been a lot of talk out there about the evolution of light bulbs, moving away from incandescent light bulbs, which has been the standard for 130 years. LED bulbs are the future, and they're available today from Philips. They use 80% less energy than traditional light bulbs, and they last for about 25 years. So very excited about this. We've got 40, 60, and 75 watt versions, and we're hoping to have 100 watt come out very soon. www.philips.com.
مشاهدي اي تك عبر قناة الحرة نتابع معا هذه الحلقة الخاصة بالأعياد من مدينة نيويورك، وسنشاهد معا بعد الفاصل
أبليكيشن وروبوتس في لعبة. جديد سامسونج في الأعياد. تابعونا اي تك عبر الحرة والحرة دوت كوم ويوتيوب.com/الحرة، وآخر أخبار التقنيات والبرنامج من خلال فيسبوك وتويتر على اي تك شو. تتابعون اي تك عبر الحرة والحرة دوت كوم ويوتيوب.com/الحرة، وآخر أخبار التقنيات والبرنامج من خلال فيسبوك وتويتر على اي تك شو.
نعود إليكم مشاهدي اي تك عبر قناة الحرة لمتابعة هذه الحلقة الخاصة بعيد الميلاد ورأس السنة من مدينة نيويورك، وسنشاهد معا بعد الفاصل
أبليكيشن وروبوتس في لعبة. جديد سامسونج في الأعياد.
في موسم الأعياد إطلاق تطبيقات جديدة، ولكن جديد هذه التطبيقات هي اللعب على الهاتف المحمول، وأيضا في الحقيقة سفيرو طابة جديدة وتطبيق جديد على أندرويد وآيفون، لنتعرف كيف.
Sphero is a robotic ball that you control with your smartphone. It allows you to use an Android or an iOS device to drive the ball around. But those devices also get information back from the ball. So as if when you run into something with the ball, your phone knows that. So you can play games like freeze tag or something with multiple balls, as if they run into each other, you know, we know, and this one's out, and you can play games like tag also, and rather than just driving the ball around. This is Sphero right here. This is one of our prototypes. There's a shell on here that the real one's sealed, so it can go in water, it can go outside in the rain, it can do anything. And they do look like this. They're inductively charged. There's no switches, there's no buttons to turn it on or off. So to charge it, you don't plug anything in, you just set it in its cradle like a toothbrush, and it just charges up. We'll release with 5 apps that we consider large apps, and then we'll also have 3 or 4 smaller apps. Right now I have the simple drive. This is our calibrate wheel. As you can see, the Sphero spins around. I can set it down and then just drive it around with my joystick. Ooh. There are multiple ways to drive it around. You can use like a traditional RC controller, but the Drive app is just the tip of the iceberg for Sphero. Sphero does a lot more. There's a game of golf with Sphero that you can make a putter or like a hole in your house, and you can kind of do this and get it pointed where you want, and you can flick the ball to get it going. The price is $129.99 for one Sphero. You get the charger, and then all of our apps at first are free. Sphero will be available December 2011, and you can go to gosphero.com to reserve yours now.
سامسونج وبمناسبة الأعياد عرضت أيضا هنا في نيويورك في هذا المعرض الخاص بالأعياد، عرضت هاتفها الجديد الذي وصل أخيرا إلى أمريكا، سامسونج جالاكسي S2، وأيضا كيبورد جديد خاص بالجالاكسي تاب من سامسونج.
We've got a phone, tablet, and a keyboard to show off. This is our most recent announcement, is that the Galaxy S2 is coming to the United States on AT&T, T-Mobile, and Sprint networks. And it is featuring our Super AMOLED screen. It's an ultra bright screen. It's a very sharp screen because of the way that we've designed the pixels, and it's preferred 2-to-1 in independent testing over any other screen technology. So it's a very, very popular screen technology. It's completely customizable, so you can move widgets, change their sizes, do whatever you will with them to make it completely your own phone. It's got a dual-core processor inside, so it's ultra fast, and yet it's still ultra slim. It's the thinnest phone on the fastest network of each of the carriers. And the 4.5-inch screen feels not only right in your pocket, but it looks great when you're playing games, watching movies, which we have the Media Hub, which is Samsung's own cloud service. So it is just an exciting phone. The other product that we're really excited about tonight is the Galaxy Tab 10.1. It's 10.1 inches, and you can see some of the similarities in the screens to the Galaxy S2 that I showed you. It has multiple home screens, all of them customizable. Of course, everything has the access to the Android marketplace, plus some Samsung developed apps that were created just for the Tab. So this is available both in Wi-Fi and in a 4G version on Verizon's LTE network. And this is out in the market now. The keyboard is a great way to dock the unit if you want to do some heavy-duty typing. This gives you a full keyboard experience right there, and it's just as easily dockable and undockable. This does not need charging. This is an input for power, but you're not powering the keyboard. It's just a place to plug it in, because this is the power port for the keyboard that you're using to dock it to the keyboard. And then that's for external speakers. And it supports a 5.1 sound, so it's a gorgeous sound. You can go to Samsung.com for the Wi-Fi model and for the keyboard, to Verizon for the LTE version of the 10.1, and of course to Sprint, to T-Mobile, and to AT&T for the phones.
ضمن هذه الحلقة الخاصة بهدايا الأعياد شاهدنا معنا اليوم من نيويورك
أحدث كاميرات التصوير، كيف تلعب كينكت في الغرف الصغيرة. أفكار مبتكرة في عالم الإضاءة. أبليكيشن وروبوت في لعبة. جديد سامسونج في الأعياد.
إلى هنا مشاهدي ايتك عبر قناة الحرة نأتي إلى ختام هذه الحلقة الخاصة بالأعياد من مدينة نيويورك. الأسبوع المقبل نلتقي بكم من مكان آخر في العالم. إلى ذلك الحين نتواصل دائما عبر بريدنا الإلكتروني ايتك@الحرة.com. يمكن مشاهدة هذه الحلقة وحلقات أخرى من ايتك في أي وقت على صفحة الخاصة لقناة الحرة على موقع يوتيوب، والعنوان هو youtube.com/الحرة. آخر أخبار التقنيات والبرنامج تابعوها دائما من خلال فيسبوك وتويتر على ايتك شو. أنا توفيق جبران، شكرا لكم جميعا، ومن جديد كل عام وأنتم بألف خير، ميلاد مجيد وعام سعيد. إلى اللقاء.